Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. Today is the 18th of September and we're going to be looking at Steem trading against Bitcoin over one-day candles. Steem's just had a huge gain against Bitcoin. It's up 12% all of a sudden. And it's caught everyone by surprise really, and me included. I haven't actually checked out the asset for a long time now. I knew the Velocity hard fork was coming up next week and I thought, oh, maybe there'll be some movement towards then. But right now it just had this huge jump out of nowhere. And interestingly, yesterday there was a report that their Steem was having some trouble with their blockchain. They seem to have sort of sorted that out right now, but yeah, so there's some interesting things going on. So let's wind it right back to the beginning for those of you who haven't been following Steem. So this is a Poloniex chart and you can see that it entered the market in July 2016, had this huge drop in value, and then it sort of found the bottom and it was traveling for a long time. I mean, this is from October 2016 all the way through to March 2017, so like a good 5 months there. And then as we get closer, you can see it just rocketed in value. And this is actually not the November pump that everyone kind of sees. This is a much bigger pump. So from March all the way to June, we had this huge 1,700% gain, or thereabouts, which is an absolutely huge gain to have in less than 3 months. And from there, the asset actually came down. And it's interesting to have a look at. If you stretch the candles out a little bit, you can see there's a really nice head and shoulders pattern here. These are a bearish head and shoulders pattern, and it's just nice to have a look at, so we'll just spend some time checking it out. So shoulder line was really nice. You had the head, and then back to the neckline, which is about there, and then the shoulder, and then down, and the actual asset downtrended all the way from there. So you can see here, so yeah, the neckline was at 0.00039, and then the shoulder line was almost perfect. It was just really well matched. So these are just characterized by when the left shoulder peaks down, then you get the head, then it comes back down again, and then there's like a head test which fails obviously as bulls try and rekindle the sort of uptrend. Fails, hits the same resistance as the left shoulder or around that region, and then continues bearish from there as they overpower them. And from here, so you can see the necklines here, and that kind of represented a 77% drop thereabouts from the neckline. So just a good pattern to keep an eye out for, and it's just a really nice example there. And yeah, so you can see. Let's actually get rid of that. So you can see, so for the last, how many days? Long time. So for the last 555 days, so about 18 months, so a year and a half, this pattern, this descending triangle pattern has been playing out. And you can see that in the last sort of 2-3 months, sort of from all the way back from mostly August to September now, it's been really tightly consolidating in this pinch point here, and very recently it's just spiked, and you can see it almost actually hit the downtrending resistance, and right now it's sort of trying to figure out what to do. You can see that bears have managed to force that back down again. Bulls are now trying to fight, so it's a very interesting battle going on right now. And interestingly, so we didn't actually get a third, it didn't hit the base support a third time, we actually lifted off here. And so you could almost argue that while a descending triangle pattern is a very bearish pattern, we'll leave that there for now. You can see that some people may be following this idea of a falling wedge, which is actually a bullish pattern. So where the asset rises, falls down, and then pushes up, and you could expect something like that, something along that line, just to give you an idea. Comes in from the bottom, carries on through to the top. But like I said, it's actually part of a much bigger bearish pattern. So it'll be interesting to see how this continues, and whether the blockchain issues that they had yesterday will creep back again, and whether that will be an issue going forwards towards a hard fork, or whether they'll have a very successful hard fork and it will really rekindle some bullish support for the asset. Looking at the other indicators, you can see that since June on the RSI, momentum has been gradually increasing with the higher lows. So the oversold regions have been getting progressively less, and very recently it just dipped in and has now rocketed back in, and as you can see, it's nice in the middle of the channel. We've got plenty of room now between here and the overbought region for the asset to continue if the bulls want to really run with this. On the Chaikin Money Flow Indicator, again, it's been rising. We still haven't crossed over. We had a brief moment when it passed over the signal line, but bears have snapped that back down again. So, I mean, you have got a general trending line, but we're still not over the signal line. So, it'd be nice to see this continue up, and if it does pass here, then it will be a good sign of increased buying pressure. The MACD indicator is a lagging indicator, so it's probably yet to catch up. We've just had a crossover here. You can see on the 12 MA over the red line, which is 26 MA. and buying candles are just starting to show up on the histogram. So it's a very early sign here, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on here. So for the full TA, guys, we'll throw in some price targets, have an idea of where this is going. So check that out at cryptovest.com, and like and subscribe. Cheers, guys.